watching them play reminds me of my younger self. I remember I used to save every penny that I used to get my hands on for games, just play video games. I remember there are days I couldn't afford playing, but I would still go to the PlayStations just to watch people play. That thing also brought peace to my heart, just watching them play video games. Video games was that thing I used to love. Like, I was kind of addicted to playing video games, but then I couldn't afford it. But it's crazy how the universe answers our players without even saying them. Because I remember my first job was working in a game station. Getting access to games, consoles, the PS3, by then it was the PS3 and the PS4 and the PS2. Getting access to them was the thing to me because I could play games for free, just accessing these games without paying anything. But I was in return paid because it was my job working in the game station. And I was accessing these games, these consoles, the PS2, PS3, and the 4. By then the 5 wasn't made already. But accessing these games, these consoles, meant a thing to me. Being able to play these games and never paying anything, but in return being paid, that was all I ever need. That was all I ever wanted, and at some point I kind of felt like I became comfortable there because it wasn't about the money, because I wasn't focusing about the money, because the money was it was below minimum wage, if I might say. Of course, we don't have a minimum wage in Uganda, but it was too little. But it was just enough for me because I did not have such responsibilities for my money. So that's how I got in. I was introduced to these games, the consoles, PS2, 3, 4, and now 5. I've been a PlayStation staunch player because I've never played any single game on Xbox. I don't know how that feels like, and I feel like I don't need to try Xbox because the PS delivers. I kind of feel like, because even those guys playing Xbox, they kind of at some point buy a PS and try PS. It was my first job, and of course it came with its downsides because I could not save a penny back then. Remember all the money I used to have, all the money I worked for, I could still reinvest in playing those games, and they could not bring returns. Just wasting my time. I became addicted to playing games because I remember those days I couldn't even go back home to have proper lunch, have proper food. Just being in the game station from morning till evening was just enough for me. I remember those were my days. I think it was the addiction to that. I'm still working in the game station. Yeah, this one over there, as you see. Still working there, but I almost spent a month or two without playing any game. I kind of outgrown that video games, if I might say. I don't know, but that has been me. But the video games came with their downsides, as I've told you, the addiction. Handling the addiction. Then I couldn't save anything. It was a real hassle breaking that addiction. But at some point, I kind of managed to handle it because I can access all these games without paying anything, but I still don't play. In my days at the game station have been my best days. The game station has taught me all these things. I remember before even coming here, working here, I used to be a timid guy. Like, it was a problem for me to express myself. But I still act. If you kind of cross the line, I will act. But telling people I don't like this, or I like that, like fully expressing myself wasn't my thing. I could not do it. I was so timid and humble. But coming here or working in the game station, like I was exposed to all sorts of people. All nature of people, because all people are raised from different homes, and all people have different manners, different beliefs, the egos. So I think it helped me out because I learned to talk to people. I learned to like be quiet, always chill. I learned to not overreact. You know, I learned to chill things, not to react to anything that happens because I'm kind of exposed to a lot of people. I cannot, I kind of can't deal with them alone. So some people are too egoistic, so I gotta leave them how they are, just to kind of make them feel comfortable coming here to support this game station. So that thing has finally paid off, not the money side, but it has shaped me. Working in the game station has shaped me a lot. It has taught me a lot about life, about people, about human science, if I might call it, about how people react to certain things, how people, a lot about people for myself. And that for me is a plus, and a real plus. I think the game station has a special place in my life, shaping my life, shaping the person who I am now. It's been through the game station. Yeah, I credit it for that. And besides this shaping or what, I remember getting my first salary in life. That thing gave me peace, a lot of peace, because that was my first money that I worked for. I never given it. I used to ask for anything that I ever wanted or needed. For my parents, they used to provide anything, you know. Whenever I asked, they were kind of providing. And getting my first salary, like earning something out of my sweat, was the best accomplishment in life back then. It was that feeling of seeing, earning money and touching it after like a month working for it. That it brought joy to my life. It gave me reason to work. So guys, that's it. That's it for today. Peace and love.